Hello, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. It's time to read our poems. To say, Ori. Oh, I like this one, Bigby. It has a nice feeling to it.
Ah, I'm glad. Still though, Tom makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poems better.
I guess you caught me.
Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good.
Well, don't just try to be nice about it.
If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it.
No. I still like this one. I promise. You know, I won't lie to you, Bigby. Never, ever.
Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Well, you at least try for giving it some thought.
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right.
But you're always thinking about other people.
You need to think about yourself once in a while.
If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh?
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep trying and keep that in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. That's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give you that rain cloud a little hug. And it makes a nice happy rainbow.
Sorry, it's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Bigby. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Holy shit, this is a poem. She actually took time, and now I guess the poems are gonna get longer.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach with my thumb or finger to pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle I starlight to make my amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles, deeper and deeper my finger goes. Like exploring the cave, we're discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blast dust off my bottle caps. I don't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head.
Oh, that's outside the incident yesterday.
Holy crap. So, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki! Well, it's not really any worse than the last one. I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get a feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Aha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me one day. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. I'm gonna think of it. It kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh? You think so? Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might have been on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Poems are just gonna keep getting longer, aren't they? Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they are being. Like anyone would agree with the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do no people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they're going to make fun of you or think less of you. But that makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of people can do. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think I'm not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for you tomorrow, so look forward to it. Alright, Yuri. That was a good 3 minutes. Let's see what you got written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Bigby, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you you're the kind of techniques with practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offered her patience. Yeah? Just being a patient like this, I guess.
Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by writing, it makes me really happy. Are saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri does not respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh. Yeah, that's right. She's the scribbly girl. This one's actually kind of short. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human? Unordinary? Is that the word? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The entire beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, my urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects the much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in my eyes in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me it's excited. A rush of blood, classic pavilion conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what the poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing. Using the poem as canvas, I express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I usually find forced to keep to myself, so sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Huh, it's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have a lot in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I may be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. And Monica. Hi again, Bigby. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Bigby. I was going ooh in my head while I was reading it. It was really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go from something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, it's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes these kind of writing too. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are often left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances.
It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry. So much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, this... What? Save me. Colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Even more extract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what's going on, what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be can be as abstract as a physical expression or a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She just broke the fourth wall. She just told me to save the game. I'm gonna save the game. I saved the game. I saved the game. And I think we're gonna end it right here for the day, guys. So I'll see you all next time on Doki Doki Literature Club.